Welcome back to Blue Planet War in Heaven for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. We are going to read this in a database entry. And let's get to the Dreamscape, I do believe. Yep. I've been tailing Falconer. I don't know why. Maybe I have a habit of following angry women. In the Masyaf's forward gunnery spaces, there's a place where you can make pressurized coolant fountain up a naked metal shaft. The Fedayeen call it the Ice Flower Room. Falconer knows how to play the fountain so it freezes in midair. A spray tree of dry ice with little fractal blossoms. The additives in the coolant fill it up with veins of color. Metal colors. Fire colors. Flesh colors. Like the exit wound from a mass driver piercing a ship. She likes to watch it fall apart. She's fascinated by the way it shears, by the patterns of breakage. They move like each other, all three of them. Sometimes they shiver or cough at the same moment. Any day now, I will too. If you prefer to return to the action, you leave the Dreamscape immediately by approaching the exit gate. Well, we're not going to do that. Primary objectives. Obtain information or awaken. Let's commit. What do we look at? It doesn't let me go to external view. Thorn. Vicmuth was right. Find me someone who started slacking. I'm hungry. I will locate an analyst who responds to threats. Look, I need to ask, given all the crap you know about me. Do you know about kin? Can you explain kin? Yes, we know. And no, not quite. How do you know? Tell me. Vicmuth, the psychologist who screened you back on the Solaris, was a council operative. His findings led us to bug your personal communications. We intercepted your letter to Manto about the kin manifestation. Ever since I was a child, I've been visited by this personality. Not just in dreams. It manifests itself in combat, in the mess hall, anytime, anywhere. It's inside my head, and it clearly has an agenda of its own. Your schizophrenic symptoms led us to believe it was just a combination of Nagari sensitivity and auditory hallucination. But when we realized the magnitude of Nagari traffic directed at you, we suspected more. I didn't even know about Nagari until I visited this Dreamscape. Now I'm starting to think there really is something contacting me. Nagari is neurally induced communication using quantum pulses. The effects are probabilistic and non-local. It's like the mechanism used by the Alliance Kaiser weapon, or ETAC. What? And he told me it was induced in humans by an external source. That's right. Nagari capability requires a quantum computer with access to subspace. The human brain lacks that kind of capability, but that doesn't mean we can't serve as receivers of a sort. So I'm networked to something else. Yes, whatever this kin entity is, it exists in a network somewhere. Elsewhere. So I'm not hallucinating, I'm being manipulated. He has no answer to that. We're going to figure out what's going on inside your head. Some of us believe the Shivans use Nagari as a hunting sense. Alright. So he has two things to say. Who the hell are you? The Hammer of Light? What are you doing here? Kovacs, did you get that sheathing cut to size? You know I did. Hello? What are you and why are you in this place? I represent the Hammer of Light. Our Nagari expertise is sufficient to interface with the Fedayeen Dreamscape. You're the entire Hammer of Light? You're an apocalyptic Shivan death cult? I am one of many. The nature of the Hammer has changed with the years. We are not the militia we once were. Even the GTVA has not grasped our spread. Al-Dawa already told me the Hammer of Light wasn't wiped out after Operation Templar after all. How did you survive, and what can you offer the Federation? The Hammer resurgence began after Capella, where we learned that the Shivans could never be defeated. Tens of thousands of the faithful have infiltrated the Vasudan Medjai, and others have entered Terran ranks as reactor specialists. So you've got a network already in place in the Alliance. I can see how Al-Dawa would be interested. Why would you want to help the Federation? What do we have to do with your prophecies? We are the enemies of your enemies. Has that not always been enough? But if you'll forgive the words of a fanatic, we know that the end times are upon us. At this very hour, both of our races are being judged. This war leads to apocalypse. This is the moment we have prepared for. The ancient ones that visited us in our infancy told us that we would need to submit to judgment without resistance or protest, and so we shall. That doesn't seem like any kind of answer to me. When this is voice acted, it'll have to be slowed down. There's no way. We understand that Capella was a warning, telling us that we were being judged. We have devised a language of our own, hidden within the greater tongues. The greater Vasudan tongues. Thorn, Moriarty 8784070 kickoff. What will the Security Council do when the faceless, mindless, merciless destroyer comes for them? Well, dispatch destroyers to kill it. Alright, he's repeating himself. Kovacs, is she all they say? Al-Dawa is further away, so we'll go to Kovacs first. Homie Vasus forever. Kovacs, hard to work a word loose from you, asleep or awake. I'm from the marksman school of conversation, but here, welcome to the Fedayeen. That sortie went well, we clicked. Looking at the training clocks for you three, turn rate, reaction time, and trigger latency are all pretty close to the human max. What's your secret? 10,000 hours, good genes, and this place. We've each got the muscle memories and skill sets of 3 crack pilots. It bleeds together here. So what else bleeds? I don't want to... This might sound cold, but I don't want to care. I don't want to start dreaming your hopes and fears. If it gets rounds on target and on the right target, I'm willing to risk some heartbreak. Trust me, give a tragedy a few years and it's just a big, ugly scar. Fedayeen take only the critical jobs. Miss a shot, you could lose the war. That's pressure. Thorn, we should play Go right now. Pilot at your level is worth a frigate. Your idea of a win condition is really strange, Falconer. Clotted sin on ancient skin, says Al-Dawa. We must open him to her. So I'm Fedayeen now. If I'm Fedayeen, I've always been Fedayeen. Should I be proud? You should be satisfied. It means you'll make a difference. And while we're discussing what you feel, operator, I have nothing new to tell you about Captain Sims. Maybe you can explain why Kovacs told me that man in the shower was you. You will see many people claiming to be Al-Dawa aboard Masyaf. Putting a single face to the name is hardly a priority now. Let's discuss strategy. We splashed the convoy, killed a few thousand Tev personnel, convinced the Tevs it was their Geth allies who did it, and planted a hint that the Federation tried to stop it. Worthy of steel. The Bellwether pilots were critical to Steele's Orbat. He'll spend another few days shuttling pilots in by more secure routes and reworking plans to handle the loss. When exactly is he going to hit Earth? In what force? First fleet is strategically intact and second fleet is only bloodied. What's Steele's trick this time around? Cassandra believes he plans to take Earth by main force, nullifying the Eris and Tutatis with shock jumps. It's the Navy's bomber corps that has him worried. He needs good pilots flying screen. It's also my understanding that we are on the verge of locating the mold that betrayed Elder Tautogani and the War Gods. Be ready to fly. Hey, big man, why do all the operators end up in the favela? It's more dynamic space, more input, more challenge. Admiral Rakami's outrage is hampering Steele's attack preparations. Dozens of other Fedayeen sorties are ongoing at this moment. Killing those 3 Ridwan pilots was difficult, I understand, but it was necessary. Cassandra is pouring over reams of D&I data from your brain. Your visions are the key to a greater design. Alright, he's repeating himself. We've already done Thorn, Hammer of Lights, Kovacs. We need to speak to Falconer. Falconer, you're on practice review for this op. Good. Kovacs, you're just like, no, can we change it? Something about a knife fight. What's the verdict, Falconer? How's my now stabbing? Hardy har har, I'm not sold yet. Killing aliens you never met face to face? Easy. But you flinched when those fleet fighters jumped in. If I get the job done, why do you care? So I flinched, so I wasted a nanosecond on remorse. What's it to you? It means you still got your humanity caught in the gears. It means that if the stakes were higher, you'd break. Could you have killed a whole squadron? A cruiser? If I needed to, if it was kill them or lose the war? Yes. Now are you going to ask me to like it? Kovacs wouldn't, Vidaura wouldn't, but me? Yeah, I think you should like it. Everybody should enjoy what they do. Oh boy. Are you going to condemn me for being honest? Am I going to care? You're good, but you need a wider comfort zone. Crazy is another word for uncomfortably effective. I love it when you let yourself go. More of those pilots all you want, but I know how you feel when you kill. Are you excited for my little condenser garden affair? I am many things. Okay, Vidaura. War is loved by other means. So we'll go speak to Vidaura, and then we'll fly out to the we'll hit the time compression and fly out to the firewalls. The touch, the kill. She's lovely broken. Missions like that convoy raid do a lot more than simple mechanical damage. Maybe the best way to handle the damage is to seal it off, compartmentalize and ignore. Come on, Laporte, talk to me. I can help. Leverage your assets here. Vidaura, I had my time to grieve. I lost my squadron and my closest... I don't know what she was, but now I'm in a position to get this hit back. That's not a long-term strategy. Either you win, you die, or you fail. What do you do when you hit the end of your list? Falconer tells me I need to spend more time in the now, so here I am. Open like a trap. You're bunking with us. We can hear you in your sleep. Hard to hide that kind of pain. Falconer, you want to talk? We may be a gang of psychopaths, but it doesn't mean we're all jerks. No, I want to fly. I want this mission. Alright. Let's head out to the Vasudan Imperium Firewall. Excuse me. Okay. Cassandra's planning a hit. I know that smell. Spot the planning strike pods at rally point near Jupiter. I see you. Stand up, Terran. Reach. You come this far. Come a little further. Reach for me. And if you can't, try again in your next dream. Never give up. Nibiru again. So that's all he's got to say. So we got 100,000 kilometers to cover. Let's, maybe a little too conservative there, but...
Beta Wing on station and swapping designation to Alpha Wing. You should probably hide now.
This is going to be the same things. Ricardo Laporte, my subconscious is a strange place.
Command, once again you have surrounded me with fuckwits.
Yeah, okay. So it's the same thing.
Some asshole has scratched my paint job.
You deaf bastards come to bomb my planet, but you don't know what you are getting yourselves into, huh? My sister here, you have messed with Noemi Laporte. Is she going to stain you Mars brown with her poop? I hear a marker ship for you so you know where the smell come from. Hang on a sec. Here's Alpha. This is not a touchscreen. Hang on a sec. Hey,
Yeah, it's the same stuff. All right.
hey, Devs, you hold on a sec. I gotta call support. Hey, Noemi. Hey, your wingman Kara Nangmang should tell me you have a date. A date with a real person, yeah?
She's
Yes,
dead.
this is amazing. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, hey, but you know, you're going to screw this up, okay? So you take my advice, you do what I say, and we make it work, okay? So you want to look real nice for your date, right? Yeah, well, you need all the help you can get, so of course you do. So, you take the brown paper bag I give you because I plan ahead. You take the brown paper bag I give you for your birthday last week, okay? Okay, you put it on your head, and you don't say nothing the whole time.
Yeah.
Can you do this? This is your best chance, okay? Can you do this?
One moment. I must replenish my pew-pew.
Sure. All right. So we are going to train for the next mission, which will be up in about half an hour, and then we'll have the actual mission this afternoon. So this has been the Dreamscape for Blue Planet's War in Heaven's third act here on Paladin Gaming. This is Paladin Gaming signing off.